I've done plenty of challenges in Genshin Impact, ranging from solo challenges where I only use one character for the entire playthrough, to team challenges where I use an entire team under a specific rule set. I've done some great challenges like Kirara only, no building characters, Dory only, healers only, and I've done some dumb challenges like No Mora and a character dies at every Archon quest. But in all my time of doing challenges, I've never done a challenge with someone else. The idea of a co-op challenge is kind of complicated and not really feasible in most cases because there's not a lot you can do in co-op. But while doing the Genshin Nuzlocke, it hit me. I can do a Genshin Impact Soul Link. A Soul Link is sort of a co-op Nuzlocke, which is a Pokemon term. The rules of a Soul Link are all the rules of a normal Nuzlocke with a few additions. The two players must play at the same time. Pokemon that are caught on the same route by both the players are linked, and if one of the Pokemon dies, then the other dies as well. To apply this to Genshin, we simply have to give the same rules I did for my Genshin Nuzlocke and change the last rule to this. If a character dies on one person's account, the same character becomes unusable on the other account. If the other player doesn't have that character that died, or that character already died on their side when the other player didn't have them, or they lost them randomly, they lose a random character that's decided by a wheel. You might be wondering who will join me on this challenge. Well, joining me for this challenge will be Ciel of Stars.
Hey, I'm Ciel. I make silly videos on YouTube and stream on the red and purple sites every Sundays.
She'll be popping in from time to time to talk about some things that happened during this challenge. Also, keep in mind that this challenge was done from January 1st to February 18th, so if you see old banners or old events, that's why. Because this video will be mainly covering my point of view, there will be a video on Ciel's channel detailing her point of view, which will be linked in the description along with her YouTube and Twitch. Now let's see if we can beat a Genshin Impact Soul Link.
Imagine someone gets Dulick. It's funny.
The journey starts with us choosing a traveler, and I chose Lumine, who I named Lumen, while Ciel chose Aether.
Ethernet, wait. We call him Ethernet.
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 Yes.
Yes.
The start of Act 1 is no different from a normal playthrough. We get Amber, but neither of us were considering using her.
Honestly,
Soon after reaching Mondstadt, we get a free 10 pull on Standard banner. We could have wished on Noelle banner to get a guaranteed character, but gambling is more fun.
I'm doing the 10 pull. It's a
Ma'am?
4-star, not a 5-star.
imagine you get Chi-Chi, no.
I like Beto. I'll take a Beto.
You got a Beto? Okay.
Yeah, and a Dragon's Bane.
Oh, nice.
Beta's a good character to get. She's decently strong and can counter attacks. Now for Ciel's 10 pull.
Okay, I'll do simple. 4-star. Can I get a character? I'll be so sad if we don't get a character.
Was it? Oh, well,
God
Rust.
damn it!
Let's move on with Act 1 now by doing the 3 domains. Amber's domain was simple for both of us, and so were the enemies in Kaya's domain.
No! I forgot about the tutorial part.
Look at Ethernet's HP.
Wait.
For Lisa's domain, I could skip the entirety of it by jumping off of an invisible platform, but Ciel played it normally and went fine for her. That's the end of Act 1, and now we need to reach AR10 to start Act 2. For AR grinding, I'm going to be only covering what I do for it to save time and my own sanity. And this tornado that goes straight through him deals it dealt 38 damage.
Yes, we love to see it. I have a deathly feeling Ciel will die first. Okay, but the problem is, if I die first...
Don't take risks. Head towards victory. Oh my god, Amber is dying from burning very fast. She was at full HP. She's at red HP. She's still taking damage.
Get her out of there, bro.
The main things I did to get experience were opening chests, collecting animoculi, and completing adventure handbook quests. I feel like the challenge of this playthrough won't come for quite a while, so we'll be good for now.
Okay, Baron Bunny, do your shit.
Expecting Baron Bunny to do anything is like expecting water. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Water? What?
Pretty soon we reach AR10 and we got a 10 pull on Standard banner. But I also saved up for a 10 pull on Event banner. First, let's see what Ciel got.
Standard, I believe.
Mm.
There was a
4-star.
delay. Watch. 4-star. I believe.
Ooh, Xiangling.
Xiangling's a very good pyro character who can deal good damage, so this was a good pull. Now let's see what both my 10 pulls get me.
There, I have enough for a 10 pull on event banner.
Ooh, damn. Okay,
I'm gonna
Let me
get
know who you
Navi to
get.
watch.
I pray it's a...
Oh my god, it's actually a 5-star.
Whoa, what?
It's Diluc!
Fuck you!
Yes!
No, where's my dealer? God damn it.
Oh
How
my
are you so lucky? What the
god.
hell?
Now the standard 10 pull.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Huh?
Another 5-star?
Are you shitting me?
The primordial Jade Winged Spear.
Are you shitting me? Chad, what is this luck?
And a Yanfei and a Lion's Roar. For anybody who's been watching me for any amount of time, you know Diluc is my favorite character, so this was perfect. CL's favorite character is also Diluc, which made this even better. Primordial Jade Winged Spear is something that's going to have to wait for now, because right now I have no polearm characters. Now let's start Act 2. We meet Venti, who takes us to Windrise to fight Eye of the Storm. It was a pretty big waiting game for me, but CL had Lisa so she could hit it even when it was in the air. We steal the Holy Lyre and then meet Diluc, who takes us to the Fatui hideout to steal back the Holy Lyre. We both had a pretty easy time with the agent at the end of the domain. Now we need to get 3 teardrop crystals to summon Dvalin, and the first one requires us to defeat a Ruin Guard to get it. The fight was easier for both of us, but it was easier for me because I had Diluc's Pyro Infusion. We got the next one by just opening a chest, and the last one was in a domain. For the Pyro Abyss Mage at the end of the domain, I drained away its shield using the water in the room, but I don't think CL knew you could do that, so she took it down normally.
Diluc just calls him Bard.
Very well. Then let's please
Bard.
don't
What do you
Personally?
think?
Bard.
Now we can summon Dvalin.
You. No.
That's the end of Act 2.
4-star. Chris? Oh, Bubaria.
This is going to be a polearm character or Navia. Watch. 4-star.
Weapon.
How dare you? It's Rosaria.
Ooh. Ooh, Rosarion Primordial? Ayo.
Both of us ended up getting Rosaria right after completing Act 2, and both of us ended up using her. Rosaria also finally gives me access to the Primordial Jade Winged Spear, which was just extra nice. We need to reach AR 18 to start Act 3, and we both unlocked commissions, which is a reliable, fast, and easy way of getting experience and Primo Gems. I stayed in Mondstadt for a bit and continued doing the usual Animoculi and treasure hunting. Where that ended, I saw.
Okay. 4-star.
What's it gonna be?
Ness.
That's not that bad.
She's a healer, yeah. Does she heal? Actually?
She shields.
Okay, so I guess okay.
She didn't know it right now, but Candace will become much more useful later. I stayed in Mondstadt until I reached AR 15, at which point I made it to Liyue, which is probably the second best place to go for experience, only behind Dragonspine. Reaching AR 15 also means we can ascend our characters, which not only gives us a good power upgrade for our characters that we're using, but it also means we can get a free wish from all our characters. CL didn't do this, but I did, and it gave me a 10 pull in standard banner.
Boom.
How do you have so
Oh
much,
my
like-
fucking god.
No! Please, stop.
What is this luck?
Stop!
Ooh,
I don't want to
Layla.
hear it.
That's cool. Tainari!
Stop! Chat! What is this blasphemy? This whole party's gonna be like 5 stars, chat.
Layla's a really good shield character, will definitely be helpful, but another 5-star in Tainari? I will 100% be adding both of them to the team. This means that I had to trek all the way to Sumeru to get Nilap Hollow Lotuses for both Layla and Tainari, and I also needed to farm ley lines because I was out of level up materials. Once I was done with that, I did some story quests, including Lisa's story quest and Jangling's story quest.
Excuse me?
Wait, did Tainari just say... Did Tainari just got hit and he just said, excuse me?
Yeah. You're so sassy, I love it.
It was really late by this time, but we wanted to keep going until we had both completed Mondstadt. After completing Jangling's story quest, I still wasn't quite AR 18.
How many more
Still
XP?
need 1,000.
That was it.
To get the rest of the experience, I did some Trial Grounds of Thunder, which is a domain in Liyue that's easy to do and gives 100 experience per completion, and the World Quest Overstretched. Now we're at 18 and we can start Act 3. First is the Hydro Abyss Mage at the entrance to Stormterror's lair, and for me, Tighnari shredded through its shield, and for CL, Rosaria frees its shield away. Inside of Stormterror's lair, we have to trigger 3 light actuators.
Favorite food is spaghetti? Yes. Food.
What is happening to us? It's worth mentioning that CL was ahead in the Archon quest, but it's easier to cover the events of the quest at the same time, so that's what I'm gonna do. One of the light actuators requires us to fight a Pyro Abyss Mage. CL took it down easy with Candace, but I struggled a bit more, but it wasn't too bad. Lastly is Dvalin. CL was able to get him to about half health the first time she knocked him down, which meant it was an easy 2-phase fight. I wanted a 1-phase fight, but I barely didn't get it, so I settled with a 2-phase fight.
Dvalin's English voice actor. Heyo?
Okay, CL, I think you've had a bit too much Genshin for today. Now we just need to get through the rest of Act 3, then we can go to sleep.
Bruh.
It's not allowing me to do the Archon quest. Because
Why?
Kaya's involved in his story quest.
Uh.
I should have seen this coming. Either way, after we do a bit of Kaya's story quest, we can do the rest of... Amber is busy doing Lepus chapter Act 1.
No.
She's sitting right here, right next to me. I'm sitting
Rip.
right here. Amber is busy. She doesn't fucking look like it. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, we've been going for as much as you can sleep, honestly. the noise you made.
I left.
That's the end of Act 3, and we both get a free barber for completing Act 3. More importantly, though, we get to go to sleep!
Ah!
Now we need to reach Air 23 to start Liyue Act 1.
Raiden Shogun because she's got big boobas. Oh shit! Wait, no, Candace, no. Candace didn't die. Wait, hold up.
Day 2 gave us new banners, these ones being Raiden and Yoimiya. After doing my commissions at the start of Day 2, I unlocked Spiral Abyss, which is a good source of Primo Gems. I did the first 2 floors of Spiral Abyss, which gave me some pulls.
Get a 5-star. I'm gonna riot.
I got a 4-star.
Mads, weapon,
And
Ooh,
it's
air 20.
Bennett.
Yo, he got the Pyro Archon.
Benoit's a great character who especially pairs well with Diluc, so he's going straight onto the team over Layla. We both did the combat event that was going on at the same time, which gives us some more pulls to use.
That should be it.
A 4-star.
I'm leaving, I got Kirara. This was before I came around to Kirara, so I didn't have a single thought about using her. CL saved it for a 10 pull, so let's see what she got.
26 pulls. I don't think we're getting a 5-star, but we'll see. Okay.
Oh.
Benny? I just want Benny. Fuck.
What was it?
No! Don't tell me that's the only one. Oh, okay. We got Chevrolet.
Now it's time to actually grind experience, which I started doing by completing Kaya's story quest, Amber's story quest, Diluc's story quest, Reza's story quest, Wolf of the North, and Liyue exploration.
She missed. Oh. Got him.
Did it. I almost walked off the cliff. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the fight and I almost walked off the cliff as Diluc.
L. Let's say, like, I accidentally kill off Trial Delusion.
Trial characters...
I don't know.
Trial character rules were established later for... no reason. While exploring Liyue, I went to the Virgin Jade Chamber and did some world quests, particularly Luhua landscapes and both parts of Treasure Lost, Treasure Found.
I got
That's so
a
far.
4-star HP % goblet and a Berserker defense % goblet.
Nice.
Sometimes
gonna
I
probably
wonder
just
why I
have
play this game. I find it funny how I remember the names of these world quests. Treasure Lost, Treasure Found, Luhua landscapes, the Chi of Yore, and the treasure goes to. Was that impressive or just weird?
Impressive, but also kind of sad.
Opening a Shrine of Depths gets me to Air 23, which means we can start Act 1. Rex Lapis dies, and Childe orders us to inform all the Adepti about his death. First is Mooncarver, who increases our energy recharge, giving us pretty much infinite bursts, and for me, infinite retribution.
I keep on meaning to go to this mountain, and I keep on gliding over to that mountain. You know, very specific when you're in Liyue. You know, the land with
This mountain and that mountain.
hundreds of mountains.
Next is Mountain Shaper, which only requires us to save this guy's brother from the Amber on Mount Hulao, and next is Cloud Retainer. I was able to skip the domain by jumping off a tree, but CL played it normally, and in the middle of the domain she had to leave and switch around the team because Zhangling couldn't complete a Pyro Monument puzzle. This is why I hate Guoba. Last is Zhao, and this part of the quest features a Ruin Hunter fight. It was a breeze for me, but the Ruin Hunter flew up for CL, and she had to knock it down with the Amber she had forgotten to switch out.
Really tells me like,
Oh. That's the end of Act 1, and now we need to reach AR 25 to start Act 2. I started this AR grind by doing more Liyue world quests, particularly the Chi of Yor and the Tree Who Stands Alone.
and do I attempt to
Why
skip
am I
it?
so
Or do I
stupid? Bennett still has Dull Blade.
Dull blade? One bowl. 2 bowls. Purple.
Oh.
Goro!
Oh, that's unexpected.
I then went to Dragonspine, which I already said is probably the best place for experience.
Puzzle.
Oh my god, the camera just went crazy when I aimed with Tainari.
I wasn't in Dragonspine for very long, but I was able to open the door that requires you to find 3 boxes.
No, no.
Genshin players when they have to climb.
Stop.
Fine, like Fen.
I then did the quest No Restoring This Past Land of Beauty in Liyue, which got me a pull.
No extra dialogue.
A 5-star!
Huh?
A 5-star! And Raiden!
Fuck you. Bro. Rigged, yeah, for real. Rigged. Rigged.
Raiden Shogun is one of the best characters in the game, so she is absolutely going on the team, and I'm giving her Primordial Jade Winged Spear. Now we need to fight bosses for all our characters, besides Raiden of course. Both the Pyro Regisvine and Jade Plume Terror Shroom are very easy to take down, but for the Pyro Regisvine I had to fight it twice as much for Diluc and Benoy, and I had to switch Benoy for Barbara to take it down easier.
Jeans. Dandelion tights.
In the middle of doing that I reached AR 25, so now it's time for the Ascension domain, after I ascended my characters and claimed free Lynette.
Let the magic
Ooh.
begin.
Lynette.
A free
Oh.
Lynette.
Let the magic begin.
Wow.
Wow.
The Ascension domain was easier for both of us, as it was just a bunch of hilly trolls.
Oh wait, I can't say that because then you won't get
purple.
one. Oh.
Benny!
Hey, we both have Bennett.
Now we both have Benoy, and of course we're going to both use one of the best 4-stars in the game. Now time to start Act 2. We meet Zhongli, who takes us to Mondstadt to boil some Noctilucous Jade.
Give us some samples, Shito.
I just call him Shitto.
Shito.
While there we fought some hilly trolls, which were easily taken down for me, but were a bit more of a struggle for CL, probably because she didn't ascend any of her characters. Later we have to go inside Granny's teapot, and Pyro does really well in this domain because most of the slimes are either Cryo, Electro, or Hydro. I had Diluc and CL had Benoy and Zhangling, so it was easy. Lastly are the treasure hoarders at the Guizhong Ballista.
Okay, goodbye guys.
My fantasies of Zhongluc come true, and then Act 2 ends.
4-star. Watch. It is a 4-star.
Oh.
Okay, I got Chevrolet.
Yeah.
Now we need to reach AR 28 to start Act 3, but it was late, so we ended Day 2 after completing our commissions.
Observe Nimrod.
That just sounds so weird. Observe Nimrod.
I am standing right next to him.
Now it's time for Day 3, and let's speedrun the AR 28 grind. I did my commissions, did Xingqiu's story quest, fought Wolf of the North, fought Dvalin, opened some chests.
Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
Did some domains for China Keys, and did the world quest Share Not Your Treasures, Trials in Qianshu, and the treasure goes to.
I'm secretly praying for your downfall. Hey.
Hey, at least it'll make for interesting content, you know? Do it for the content. Kill her.
Enough purple. Apple. Purple.
Oh, purple.
Ooh. Okay.
I then returned to Dragonspine to finish the Into Mountains quest, while also getting a bunch of chests, Crimson Agates, and the Snow Tomb Star Silver. Giving the Crimson Negates to the Frostbearing tree gets us to AR 28, but I also got some pulls from the tree, so let's see what I get.
You are no competent. No, I am the great.
4-star. Kujosara, didn't you just get Kujosara?
Mm-hmm.
I know she's a great character to pair with Raiden, but I like my entirely 5-star team. What? Benoit's pretty much a 5-star as well. While I was doing all that, CL was grinding some bosses. She even walked for about an hour from Liyue to the algorithm of Semi-Transient Matrix of Overseer Network, yes that's its real name, for Candace. Candace had turned from a disappointing pole to pretty much the leader of the team for CL. By the time I started Act 3, CL was still grinding to get to AR 28, so we'll cover my point of view first. First was the Millith at the Guizhong Ballista, which were for the most part easy aside from this. Okay, goodbye everybody. I just launched them all off the Guizhong Ballista. Later we sing to some flowers for Zhongli, which causes 3 Cryo Whopper flowers to appear, which were pretty easily taken down by Raiden. Next is Childe, and he could barely even get out all of his words in Phase 2 and 3 before we took him out. Lastly is Osile, which we don't have to cover. Right as I was about to end Act 3, CL started Act 3, which started with the Millith at the Guizhong Ballista.
Soru's still there.
I mean, he's doing his support. He's being a good doggo.
You know, a good support who
Yeah.
only supports Geo characters.
Yeah.
He's definitely doing his job by doing nothing at all.
The shield has broken.
Oh, no! Fair. What the? You could have yeeted out Goro, you little bitch!
Capture!
Shit! I can't. I just descended her weapon too.
CL put all of that investment into Candace, only for her to die by being thrown off the Guizhong Ballista. I understand the pain of losing a character by fall damage, the most bullshit way of losing a character, so I also felt pain for her.
And even after over 8 months since filming the challenge, I'm still not over the fact that Candace was done dirty like that. What the heck, Melilith?
She brought back Ethernet, who was abandoned when Benoit joined the team. This also meant that I had to lose a random character because I don't have Candace. Please don't be a character I'm using.
Right.
Okay, that's fine. I'm losing Yanfei.
No! You don't even use her!
I hadn't used Yanfei once, so I was fine with this. CL, however, had to continue on with Act 3 without her best character. She managed to get through the rest of Act 3 unscathed, even the Childe fight, but there was definitely a noticeable hole left by Candace's abstinence. Gone, but never forgotten. Now we need to reach AR 30 to start in Inazuma, and we also need to do the Danes of World Quest and We Will Be Reunited. The only thing I had a slight struggle with were Pyro Abyss mages, but even then they aren't that bad. Before starting the We Will Be Reunited quest, I did a pull on Yoimiya banner. I'm gonna start wishing on Yoi. Oh my fucking god, it's a 5-star.
Huh?
Okay, it doesn't matter, it's a fucking Kuching. But still, oh my god.
Bruh. It actually is gonna be like, every stream, Coco will get a 5-star character.
No intention of putting Kuching on the team, but this is the 5th 5-star I've gotten across 3 days, and the 5th 5-star I've gotten at low pity. We Will Be Reunited was just as easy as the World Quest, and Animo Traveler especially did well on CL's side.
We can't stay here! Quick, run!
Oh no, we can't stay here, run.
You know, we really could Paimon. Now I have to grind my bosses for when I reach AR 30 so I can ascend my characters again, and they're just as easy as before. Opening a random domain gets me to AR 30, so now I can ascend my characters and get a free wish from them. 4-star.
Oh?
Oh, Charlotte? Okay.
Oh.
Interesting. After CL finished We Will Be Reunited, she went to do the Liyue World Quest, the Adventurer Guild's Affairs, and while making her way over to the quest...
Deluxe still has,
Big club.
what's it called? Debate club, yeah.
This is not the end.
What? What happened? What happened?
I was gonna plunge attack.
No!
And it literally
No!
does a cutscene.
No!
Ah. No!
Ethernet!
I didn't know there was a cutscene.
Another fall damage death for CL, and this time it was even less of her fault. There was no telling that there was going to be a cutscene while she dropped down, so she didn't even have a chance to save herself. This also meant the death of Lumen, which is sad because we kept referencing Lumen in Ethernet. Ethernet replacement was Lisa, who she pretty much had to freshly build. Next is the Inazuma Prologue quest, which only had easy treasure hoarders and slimes.
Okay, Theo and Benny. That's okay.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad.
While CL was doing the Inazuma Prologue quest and the Jade Chamber quest, I was grinding ores to craft Prototype Archaic. That's where Day 3 ended, and the start of Day 4 marked the start of Inazuma Act 1. We spent the first bit of Act 1 in Ritou, and nothing interesting happens until the transport mission.
Oh my god. It's Japanese Child.
I could vaporize with Diluc and Bloom with Tainari, while CL could vaporize and Overloaded.
Wait a second, I just got a duplicate spawn of the same wave during the transport mission.
Purple. Oh, Yanfei.
Oh.
Wait, she's actually a pretty good DPS.
While playing Act 1, CL took a detour to explore a bit, which led to this.
Huh?
There's the third drown for Rosaria.
We decided that if a character drowned 3 times, then that counted as a death, and this was Rosaria's 3rd time drowning, so her and my Rosaria died. It really wasn't that bad of a loss for either of us, but it did mean grinding up a whole new character for CL, which ended up being Yanfei. Next we had to break someone out of jail while fighting the Tenryuk mission. Diluc and Raiden do well with attacking larger groups of enemies, and CL kinda has an overloaded team going on her side, which if you remember was the winner for a lot of fights in the Genshin Nuzlocke. Now we need to complete Ayaka's and Yoimiya's story quest to start Act 2, but before doing that I found this a good time to finally get the materials to ascend Raiden. This meant I had to do the Sarai World quest, but it's not too bad. The Thundering Manifestation is pretty easy as well, as we have both Pyro and Dendro, 2 very good elements to deal with Electro. I also went to Spiral Abyss to get Zhengling and Kale, who I didn't use, but I had as meat shields if I needed to spin the wheel again. CL also was grinding a boss, but for her it was the Primo Geofiship for Yanfei. Very slow because she didn't have a shield character, but manageable. Soon after, this happened.
Oh?
Get the 5-star.
No, bro, no. Okay, hold up. No!
It would have probably been better to get Raiden instead of Mona, but Mona's still a pretty good character, if a little underwhelming when she could have gotten Raiden or even another standard 5-star like Diluc. This meant she had to fight Oceanid, but with Yanfei and Lisa, it's not too bad. Now time for Act 2, which starts with us fighting the Raiden Shogun, which wasn't too bad for either of us.
You will be inlaid upon this statue.
Imagine she actually said it like that. You will be inlaid upon this statue.
Next we saved the Virgin from 2 Tenryuk mission soldiers, and they were easy for both of us.
No, Diluc's falling down a waterfall!
At the Resistance camp, we had to do the archer demonstration, which Tainari and Goru quickly got through.
Don't you love when an NPC's name is just Message Runner?
Message runner.
Last were some very easy Tenryuk mission soldiers at the front lines.
Bamboo Breaking Tiger, that was his name.
Bamboo what?
Bamboo Breaking Tiger.
What is this guy's name? Oh, just a random regular
Ujo's
name.
right hand.
Not as exciting.
Already forgot that other guy's name. Bamboo Breaking Ben.
Bamboo breaking. Bandit, was it?
Bamboo Breaking Benjamin, that's a band.
Breaking Benjamin, yeah.
Now it's time for Act 3, which starts with us fighting some Ronin in Watatsumi Island. I took them down with more straight damage from Diluc and some elemental reactions thrown in there, while CL continued to use what seemed to be her tactic of using Overloaded. Later we fight an Electro Launcher, and CL continued to use Overloaded while I used pretty much every reaction under the sun, but specifically Bloom, Burgeon, Hyperbloom, Electrocharge, Overloaded, Burning, and Vaporize. Next is the Delusion Factory, which my group of overpowered characters made quick work of. Even the usually horrible Electro Hammer guy was really easily taken down by Raiden. Before CL did this domain, she decided to grind Mona up to level 50 and finally put her on the team. What CL did for this challenge was swap around characters as she saw fit, so Yanfei wasn't going forever. She definitely didn't have as easy as a time with the domain, but she still got through it relatively unscathed. I'm gonna be honest, Benoi's healing is the only thing that's been keeping most of her characters alive. We meet Hat Guy, then meet Fox Lady, but who cares about them when there's Sayu? CL also really likes Sayu, as if we don't have enough similarities in character opinion. Next is the onslaught of tenure commissioned soldiers, and for CL, despite Moda being on the team now, it's still definitely an overloaded strategy for her. For me, well, all I have to say is... God, Diluc is so good. Now we need to fight Senora, and for me, it was really easy. In the second phase, she couldn't even get out her tornado attack, which she's scripted to do when she reaches below 25% HP. For CL was a bit more of a struggle. She's pyro for most of the fight, which sucks because her by far most invested character was Xiangling. She also got hit quite a bit, but thankfully Benoy was still there for healing.
Take this, Raiden. And face the power of free healthcare.
Last is the second Raiden fight.
No, where'd you go? Yeah, eat this. Eat this shit.
I'd love if Xiangling actually said that.
Eat this, you piece of shit.
I missed with my Diluc burst.
Ethernet, it's fine.
I missed Diluc's burst for a second time.
That's the end of Act 3. Now we need to reach AR 35 to start Sumeru, as well as do the Chasm Dainsleif quest. Before doing any of that, I grinded for my character's boss drops and resources. All the bosses are still as easy as they were earlier in the challenge, and the resources for my characters are similarly easy to gather. While fighting for bosses, I reached AR 35 and ascended my characters. That's where Day 4 ended, and Day 5 brought the third group of banners for this challenge, this time being Nahida and Genyun. It also brought a list of dead characters.
Interesting though, because, like, I think this banner now has Nahida. And if you got Hyper Bloom or, like, Bloom Gen.
We just started. I got a 5-star. What the fuck? That was my first poll.
Fuck?
And it's Nahida. What were you saying?
No, fuck you! No, were you actually?
For a long time.
That was the
I
first
understand
fucking
this
poll.
world much
Guys,
better than
I was
any
literally going to finish, like,
So,
if you have Hyper
can we
Bloom,
trade now?
or
You
like,
couldn't even
Bloom
finish
in
your
general,
sentence before you got a
you're
5-star.
seriously that.
So, what would
We
you
just
like to know in
started.
return?
It's been what, not even like 10 minutes.
It's been like 5 minutes. It was my first poll. I was gonna spend
We
all
were
of
like,
mine.
this guy's not even streaming. I'm streaming.
Remember what I said about a full team of 5 stars? Now it's actually true. Sorry, Benoy, but I can't resist using the Radish Baby.
Throughout the challenge, I really questioned my friendship with Coco because the gacha gods seem to have a favorite child. And while I'm over here suffering and crying throughout every single region, Coco is collecting all these 5-star characters like they're Pokemon.
This means I have to grind for her, which includes fighting the Dendro Hypostasis, which isn't too bad. I was also doing something I probably shouldn't have.
You just gotta calm down.
I just realized I was farming Pyro Regisvine even though I'm replacing Bennett.
Seems like something I would do.
Double crit Dendro damage? Oh.
Whoa.
I grinded ley lines for her, collected Copilata Lotuses, and leveled Widsith for her.
Don't forget to smash that like button. Hey, something else.
the notification bell.
Would subscribe. And maybe check out that killer guy.
That killer guy.
After forever, she was finally level 60, so I could continue doing the Archon quest. CL was way ahead of me by this point, but for simplicity's sake, I'll be covering all of them for both of us simultaneously. First was the Chasm Dainsleif quest, which wasn't too bad for us because we had a character for pretty much every Abyss enemy in there.
Jesus, I was running out of stamina and I was gliding.
My name is Noelle.
Oh, okay.
Of the Knights of Favonius.
Hi, Noelle.
Next, we started Sumeru with Act 1, which starts with us clearing out a Withering Zone with Tighnari. It was pretty easy for both of us, as we could easily trigger useful reactions to get through all the fungi. But let's just take a moment to appreciate how little HP Yanfei has in the Withering Zone. Next is the Dream Domain, which features a hilly troll fight, which isn't too bad for either of us.
What's crack-lacking?
I just jumped off this elevator 3 times.
Later we go to Sumeru City to get our Kapsha terminals, and then we go to Port Ormos.
We're obviously wearing mourning flowers.
No, you gotta follow her.
I do apologize.
While there we fought some Eremites at the docks, which were all quickly taken down. Sorry, I don't have more to say, it's just that the real difficulty of this challenge comes from random losses of characters, which rarely happens during normal story progression, especially when you have a full team of 5 stars. Next is Act 2, which barely has any combat sections, so we're gonna skip it. While I was still doing Act 2, Ciel was exploring Liyue a bit.
Ooh.
Looks like I got carried away.
No!
Well, there goes the overloaded strategy. It sucks too, because that was what was winning her most fights. Thankfully, Yanfei was there to fill Lisa's place. Oh, and my Lisa died as a result, but that's fine because I wasn't using her at all.
Eat this, you fucker!
That's where day 5 ended, and I lost most of my footage for day 6, so we'll be focusing more on Ciel here. First thing she did was the Lantern Rite event to get Prima Gems and the free Liyue character, and she ended up choosing Yao Yao.
You are right. I will get this small queen.
Hello, I'm Yao Yao.
Yao Yao gives Ciel access to something she's wanted for a long time. Dendro reactions. Naturally, she immediately built her.
A lion boy. Purple? Farzone? Another purple Farzone, please. Coming, Farzone. Hey, coming. Let's go.
This means Ciel had to fight the Dendro hypostasis, and she struggled with it in a bit of a different way.
No! No, you're hitting the wrong
I had
one.
a feeling that this was gonna happen.
You're hitting the wrong thing, Goba. I mean, Yogwe.
Now on to Act 3. We meet
The Doctor.
and then fight some Eremites in the forest. Using the power of Burgeons, she quickly took them down, along with the Rift Hounds later in the quest. Act 4 starts with more Eremites who were also taken down with Burgeon. At the Elazar Hospital, she had to fight a Geolauntro, which she really had no answers for, so she pretty much just tried to brute force it. Last in Act 4 is the King Deshret domain, which has a bunch of fungi which gave her a bit more of a tough time. There were just not enough opportunities for her to get good hits on them, so she had to do a lot of waiting. Now time for Act 5, which starts with even more Eremites that she had helpers for, so it was easy. Next are the Fatui soldiers at Party DI, which was pretty slow overall. The biggest problem was the Electro Hammer guy, who was tanky and strong. The worst part about him is that his shield can only be taken down effectively with cryo, so she was stuck dealing minimal damage the entire time. A similar thing happened in the Delusion factory, but with more than just the Electro Hammer guy. It was a slow and painful domain, but she got through it, which meant she could fight Scaramouche. The fight is made easier in this Archon quest, which is good because she took a while to take him down in Phase 1. Thankfully Phase 2 is a lot simpler. Just run around a bit and then take down the Nirvana engines to stun him.
No, wait. Did I not break it? Oh, shit.
I guess it's time to make a decision what happens when a trial character dies.
No.
So what do we do if a trial character dies? This wasn't something that we discussed because it was such a low chance of happening, but here we are. We decided that we would spin the wheel, and whoever it landed on would be a fill-in for the trial Nahida. If you think my Nahida should die because the trial character was Nahida, my argument is that it wasn't Ciel's Nahida, it was the game's Nahida.
Go. Okay, I don't even use her. I'm fine.
Alright, yes. Alright,
I'm fine.
Kale.
I
Don't
got
care about
barbs.
Kale.
Both of these were fine, we weren't using either of them. Thankfully I had my footage for the polluted domain, so we're back to covering my POV mainly. In the polluted domain there are Rift Hounds, Hilichurl, and Electro Lawachurl. I haven't had a good chance to say it yet, but Nahida was a great addition to the team, especially paired with Raiden. Diluc and Tanara were still doing the heavy lifting when it came to straight up damage, but Nahida and Raiden were dealing tons of damage with elemental reactions. Speaking of Dendro reactions, those have also been really helping Ciel. Nahida and Yao Yao truly are short queens.
Do you think Nahida and Scaramouche bond over losing a mother?
No, not the mommy issues.
That's the end of Act 5.
Virgin Diluc, oh my...
Burn!
Virgin Diluc almost killed Diluc.
That's what I hate about Virgin.
He's at 300 HP.
Now we need to reach AR40 to start Fontaine, and we also need to complete Kari Barrett, but we'll leave that for day 7.
Damn. Purple? Farzone.
Diluc just dealt 700.
Ah, Farzone.
Day 7 started with me getting glasses and doing the Kari Barrett quest. The only part of this quest worth mentioning is the Cryo Herald, which was obviously easy for both of us, as we both had Pyro characters to deal with him.
Lumen turns into Ethernet.
Lumen turns into Ethernet.
After doing that quest, I decided to fight some weekly bosses. Dvalin was first, who was easy. Wolf of the North was second, which was also easy.
Oh my god, I got 2 5-star artifacts, a boss drop, a billet, and Dream Solvent.
Whoa.
And Childe was third, who actually started to hit me a lot. In phase 2, my HP got pretty low, but it was nothing I couldn't manage. Tighnari, no!
Wait. He's gone?
No!
Yeah, let's go! Let's go!
This was the worst death that happened in the playthrough, in my opinion. Not only is Tighnari a 5-star, but he was also one of the characters I was investing in the most. He'd been on the team since mid-Mondstadt, and had only been getting better, so to see him get ripped from me even though it was easily preventable was horrible. Candace might have been the most shocking, Lisa might have made the main damage method of the team harder to do, but Tighnari was a pillar on the team, just for him to be gone like that. You know what was the worst part? Ciel was happy about it. She spun the wheel and lost Lynette, who she wasn't even using. I had been sympathetic when her characters died, but when my character died, joy.
Hey, we're safe. We safe.
This game is so cruel.
But no, I felt Tighnari's spot because he was already invested in. Ciel was very close to getting a 5-star on standard banner, and on this poll,
5-star. 5-star.
Finally.
No! DPS Mona? 4-star. Sayu!
Lost Prayer of the Sacred Winds is fine to get. It definitely works, but it could have been better. Ciel should have also put it on Yanfei and not Mona, but I digress. Sayu, however, was great. Fast traversal, swirling, healing, a lot of good things that come from what we called our saving grace. Fighting the bosses got me to AR40, so now we can start Fontaine. We meet Linné and Lynette at our Maritime Harbor, who takes us to the court of Fontaine. While there, we meet... oh no.
No. It's Childe.
The Childe.
Listen here, you bitch.
You killed my T-Naughty.
He takes the only fight in Act 1, so let's skip to Act 2. This act is spent mostly investigating with Navia and co, which leads us to an underwater domain filled with clockwork mecha. All of them were pretty easily taken down for both of us.
I've seen some people who do a free-to-play or no-wishing account. Only free characters account, I mean. Oh, a cutscene started playing and it just fell. So the cutscene didn't play.
Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Paimon just noticed the rain has stopped. It's raining and thundering.
And that's where Act 2 ends, and the next thing Ciel did was grind Mago Kenki for Sayu. It's not that bad because it always rains on Yashiori Island without doing the Oribashi's Legacy quest, which gives easier elemental reaction opportunities. That rain also poses a problem when he starts attacking with Cryo because you can get frozen, which leads to other problems.
Oh no! Mona!
What? Are you kidding me? You lost your only...
I am sad. Okay, you know, for Mona.
You need to avenge Mona. And if this leads to another death, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
It would have been bad enough to lose one character in this fight, but to lose two is terrible. They also just had to be two of her best characters, and her only 5-star character. The best replacement she could offer was a level 50 Yanfei and a level 50 Sayu, which are not great replacements right now. The random character I lost as a stand-in for Mona was Lynette, who I wasn't using, but Bennett dying means I lost Bennett too. I had pre-farmed for Barbara if I had to replace a character with another character, but she was only level 50, and Barbara is way worse than a Bennett, let's be honest.
Hey, let's change tactics.
Oh my god.
Thankfully, the next two Arc quests are devoid of combat, which gives us some time to breathe.
Man, that's a giant fucking whale. I hope it kills him. I hope he knows how it feels.
But now it's time for Act 5, which starts with the Tower Domain. Going into this, I knew one of us would lose a character, or maybe both of us. Why didn't I know that? Well, because the final room is ridiculous. It has 2 Hilichurl rogues and a Ruin Guard in a very condensed space that's easy to get stuck on when running around it to dodge some of the Ruin Guard's attacks. And just as I predicted...
Barbara, burst. Raiden, burst. No, no,
Oh,
no, no,
oh.
no. Oh my god. Raiden's dead.
Ah!
It's because of the Ruin Guard.
Wait,
But
can
it's
I pull
okay.
out? Can I
It's
spin the
okay.
wheel after this domain?
It's okay because we have DPS Barbara on our side.
Too bad not C6.
Oh my god, Yao Yao is so frail.
No, don't go away! Sorry.
Sweet dreams.
God damn it! You killed our saving grace!
The Genshin AI can be pretty funny, especially since enemies can throw your character into the air, or you accidentally die from auto-targeting features, such as Sayu KO'd by spinning into the Ruin Guard, which I think was kind of insane. Hashtag justice for Sayu and Candace.
These do suck. They really do, but it's not the end of the world. After all, we are on the final act of Fontaine, so a character death doesn't matter as much. That was also probably the last potentially difficult fight of the playthrough, so we were fine just slapping a random character on the team.
There's not much other choices. I have Kujo Sara.
Yeah, Jisara. Go. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, goodbye Kujo Sara.
I got Amber.
Hey Beto, I got a request for you.
I trust you.
Just stand there the entire time. I'm just gonna give you this level 40 debate club. It's there.
Sayu's replacement was Noelle. Later we put Farina on trial for not being the real Archon, which leads to Farina and Fusler plot. Before that, though, we need to fight 2 Hydro Gardamex, which were once again not too bad, despite me pretty much having half a team.
Wait, I swear, Yugo was just throwing a turnip at Furina.
You know what? Farina needs the support.
You need a radish.
Lastly is the all-devouring Narwhal. This fight is condensed in the Archon quest, which makes it easy. You just need to wait to get eaten and then take down the Shadow Phase's shield.
Oh, Beto. Nivelette revived Beto. It doesn't count. Beto's dead.
You didn't see anything. That was the final fight of the playthrough, but Beto's death means the final wheel spin of the playthrough.
Yeah, I think they're all there.
What a blunder.
Mona's double dead.
Oh, so close to Shangling.
Zhangling lasted. Get out of here, gamer.
The deaths might have doubled in Fontaine, but we still got through it. That means me and CL beat a Genshin Impact Soul Link.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
I got nothing.
Me too. I got the
Cool.
sharpshooter's oath.
I got the Harbinger of Dawn.
Whoa.
You know what? That makes sense.
I did not expect that to be as much of a journey as it was. It was a lot of fun to play and stream this challenge with another person, but there was quite a bit of grinding in this playthrough. Things were never really that difficult for me until about Fontaine, but the ever-lingering possibility of losing a character that I put a lot of investment into was always there. Me and CL overall had very different journeys. Mine was filled with sweeping through enemies with my overpowered team, while CL's was filled with more tough battles and having to build replacements quite a bit. Despite how different our journeys were and how we might have felt about each other at certain points, Tainari's death, we were still able to work together to make it to the end. Diluc and Nahida might have been the 2 main members of my team to survive, but never forget about all that Raiden, Bennett, and Tainari did.
As someone who enjoys playing Pokemon and watching Pokemon Nuzlocke, this challenge was super fun. And while the game didn't feel as difficult in the moment, it did become challenging when a character KO'd and I had to figure out a better team composition with possibly another character I've rarely played. I definitely recommend this type of challenge to Genshin players who want a little bit of an up on the difficulty, all the while still enjoying the game mechanics that Genshin has to offer.
On the tier list of difficulty, this goes right below no artifacts, as it wasn't that difficult for me, but there was even more danger lingering during this playthrough than the original Nuzlocke, and Fontaine as a whole was a bloodbath. The order of the next few challenges should be Geo only, Genshin Impact but Paimon is my guide, Fischl only, and Mika only.
If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash that like button and oh, wait. This isn't my channel. Do it anyways.
Until then, I'll leave you with that.